Well, we've covered a number of rules already, so let's look at a new case. Suppose I had a 3 times a 2, and I'm raising that to the second power. Now you may say, well, you could just multiply the 3 times the 2 and then raise that to the second power. And that's absolutely true. But for illustration, I want to show you something. Well, we know that this 2 means that we're multiplying 3 times 2 times 3 times 2. And because we're only multiplying, we can drop the parentheses. Now, you should have covered in the review session, if you don't know, or if you do know, there's something called the commutative property. So let's look at that right quick. A times B is the same as B times A. So 4 times 6 is the same as 6 times 4. So it doesn't matter the order. We can change the order. So let's do that here. So we can change these two, and that'll be 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. And we know this is going to be 3 to the second, and we know this is going to be 2 to the second. So we multiplied two numbers, in this case, inside the parentheses and raised it to the second power. And we ended up with each number being raised to the second power. So let's try that with a variable next to a number, and we call this a coefficient. So if I were to raise this to the third power, I would end up with 4 times y times 4 times y times 4 times y. And we know from the commutative property, that's 4 times 4 times 4 times y times y times y. And again, we know this is 4 to the third, and that other one will be y to the third. So we kind of did distribute it. It is not the distributive property. So let's make a rule. Now, I didn't include the prior rules. You can review those from the earlier video. Hopefully you've taken notes on those. So if I have a b to the m, that's the same as a to the m, b to the m.